Hi guys, welcome to Behind the Bar. Regular viewers will know that I am a really big advocate for opening a special bottle and using it in cocktails. It's not going to sit on your shelf, or it can sit on your shelf forever, but you may as well enjoy it. So as I was leaving today, I actually noticed this little special Lillet bottle that I was given by my friend Hugh a few years ago. I actually only just opened it today. It's been sitting there for a while, so I thought I'd bring it out for a spin, taste it alongside regular Lillet, see how it measures up, and then try a couple of cocktails. So let's get started. So some people might know that Lillet has reformulated a few times in the course of their history. The idea with this one, this is actually a 2009 vintage, so not super old, but they have made the recipe a little bit more close to that original Quina Lillet, which had a lot more quinine in it, as the name may well suggest. It also has a little bit of Sauterne wine in there, and is also aged in barrels, so you'd be expecting it to be a little bit more richer. I mean, you can see from the colour straight away, this one's kind of pale straw yellow, and this one's real deep and golden, almost kind of into, you know, almost looking like a whiskey or something like that, but both really bright and inviting. So your regular or run-of-the-mill Lillet, obviously still delicious. But you're getting lots of bright citrus, more kind of like lemon and grapefruit, not getting much bitterness on the nose. But there is a little bit on the palate, that kind of nice like drying spice that you get, quite herbal. I love using it for the base of spritzes, or kind of instead of dry vermouths and things, to just bring that really nice juicy fruitiness to cocktails. And then this guy, the Reserve Jean Lillet, has a bit more of that aged kind of nose to it, so almost a little bit musty, but like in a good way, quite inviting. And real sort of gingerbread, snap cookies, and like a orange skin, almost like candied orange skin, so it does have a sweetness, but you know that if you chewed on it, it's going to have a little bit of bitterness there as well. It's absolutely delicious, really rich. Definitely much more bitter than the other Lillet, but also sweeter, just like a bigger, bolder product in general. Got that nice kind of like honey caramel from the Sauterne. Really inviting, and I can't wait to see what it can do in some cocktails. Now, of course, one of the most famous Lillet cocktails ever is the Vesper, ordered by James Bond in Casino Royale. Now, he does have a very specific order, so I'm actually going to read this one. He says, a dry martini, 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Quina Lillet, shake it very well until it's ice cold, and then add a large thin slice of lemon peel. So this version of the Lillet should make it a little bit closer to that original using the Quina Lillet. I'm not going to stick exactly to his specifications for it, just because I want to hero this guy, but I will shake it out of deference to the man himself. We're gonna go 45 mils of gin. I didn't have Gordon's, but Tanqueray is close enough, just a nice classic London dry. Then 50 mils of vodka, just something nice and neutral with good texture. 20 mils of my Reserve Lillet. Then we're gonna shake that all up. Pour it into a chilled glass. It's nice because that kind of darker Lillet gives it a nice yellowy color rather than just a standard clear martini. And then a little lemon twist, keeping it quite nice and simple here. I feel like James Bond would appreciate a bit of efficiency rather than frou-frou in his cocktail. And now we have Vesper. It's really nice and clean, but I do love that fruity edge that you get from that. It's actually quite gentle. I did have many of you point out on my martini video that James Bond ordered his cocktails shaken, not stirred, because they are going to be a bit more diluted that way. And obviously stirring, you can control the dilution a bit more. So it's not as much of a boozy whack in the face as a lot of martinis are. And that Lillet really takes the edge off there. Bit of a gateway martini, to be honest. The name's Divine, Cara Divine, so now you know. Now going from, you know, that kind of martini style to something very much still in that aperitif sort of mode, but a little bit lower in ABV, is one of my favorite cocktails, the Adonis. It's usually made with sweet vermouth and then a dry sherry, but I am obviously going to use this little guy and then a nice fino sherry. It's actually literally just 2 ingredients, so nice when you're feeling, you know, lazy but still want something a little bit interesting to drink. We did just do a whole video on 2 ingredient cocktails, so you should definitely check that out here. So 45 mils of your Lillet, and then 45 mils of a nice fino sherry. You can obviously use manzanilla instead, or like an amontillado works well for something a bit nuttier. Now you don't want to stir for too long with this. They're both obviously lower in ABV than a spirit anyway, so you don't want to over dilute, just enough to chill it down and get them knowing each other nicely. And then we'll strain that into a chilled glass. Now the Adonis usually uses an orange, a little orange twist, but I'm going to go with grapefruit just to kind of lift it all and highlight some of the brighter citrus notes here. So I don't know, what's a bit of a twist on the Adonis? Maybe the Aphrodite cocktail. So now you know. Honestly, I could drink this all day. It's such a Cara cocktail. I obviously love my sherry, that kind of minerality that you get from it, and the fact that it does just give a nice amount of body without having to have heaps of alcohol. The Lillet, you're getting all the nice kind of candied orange notes and that lovely bitter finish. I can't believe it's just 2 ingredients. It's so complex. Absolute banger, if I do say so myself. So hopefully this has inspired you to pull one of your, you know, maybe a bottle that you've been saving or something out of the cupboard, have a little look online, do a little bit of research, find out some fun things to do with it, and just enjoy it, because quite frankly life's too short. So now you know.